Okay, those of you who watched last week, you might have seen me with incredible scenery in the background. I sang about the mountains. We were in Colorado. It was beautiful, and most importantly, for me personally, it was cool. There was cold weather. You didn't even need AC. You could just enjoy the mountains, the cool air, and that actually has a major impact for me personally and for people in general on their psychology, on the way that they think. When we're in cool weather, we don't get as angry, we don't get as frustrated because we're not so filled with literally hot air. But as we were driving back and we came back to Texas, two things happened. We lost an hour, and then all of a sudden we noticed that it was getting hotter and hotter and hotter. And it's very important to be aware of this. You know, everyone's worried nowadays about coronavirus. We have to have our concerns, social distancing. There's also West Nile virus. I just got a text from someone, there's another bug that we have to be careful, I think called the kissing bug or kissing fly. There's a lot of concerns and worries out there. Don't forget, number one concern during this time of the 3 weeks as we get ready for Tisha B'Av and work on our interpersonal relationship is heat, the heat advisor. And I'm not just talking about the Texas heat, I'm talking about the impact that Texas heat can have on our interpersonal relationships. So even in Moshe Rabbeinu, in this week's Parsha, Rashi teaches us that he was upset at the army, the Jewish army, when they fought the Midianites, that they didn't wipe out a certain population. And in the next verse, it says that Elazar taught certain laws of the Torah that were normally Moshe's job. And Rashi points out, why did Moshe teach the laws of the Torah right after the army came back? And he says because Moshe was angry. He was angry about something that they didn't do during that war, and therefore he lost his mind for a moment. He couldn't remember the law. If Moshe Rabbeinu can lose his mind in a moment, a little bit of anger, or a little bit getting heated up, then obviously us irregular human beings, we have to realize that we have to be cautious and have very cautious about the impact that heat has on us. That if we're going to be dealing with a situation of frustration, giving feedback, or trying to discipline our children, check in with ourselves. Are we physically hot? Are we internally hot? And if we are, pause. Get a good glass of cold seltzer. Make sure you're in good air conditioning. Take a good shower if you need. And then, when you feel like the heat is off, then respond. Have a great day.